To the Lola Shae Show. I'm your host, Lola Shae, and this is IAXISRADIO.com. Thank you very much for streaming, checking us out. Appreciate you guys very much, actually. So, we got a very lazy, I know last week, child, if you thought last week was slow. I'm winning the race anyway, so. But, excuse me. Oh, child. So we got the bird flu, the H1N1. Good evening to you, Vonnie Jones. We got the swine flu. We got the regular flu. We got COVID still floating around. We got norovirus ramping through the schools. How you doing, Tyrone Green? Great show you guys had on Saturday. Shout out to. Can you pull that up a little larger for me? Cayenne Luck. Shout out to you checking us out on IG. Thank you very much. To everybody, whatever platform you're tuning in on, we would like to say thank you. Appreciate you for tuning in. I don't know. This week has been me repeating myself. As far as DEI classifications, what DEI was for, who DEI was benefiting most. As you see, there's not a whole lot of black people crying about losing their jobs because black people, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on who you ask, we tend to have to be merit-based in our job pursuits. So you actually kind of have to be qualified, overqualified in some cases, and you have to, know what you're doing. Demonstrate that you know what you're doing. Let's see, we got Massive Vibes on IG. Shout out to you as well. So being as that's the case, you kind of don't have a whole lot of, people who got their job off of a hope and a prayer. They went through the process. They went through the colleges. They took all the tests. They got the GPAs. They got the work history. And they qualified for the job. With the exception of maybe nepotism. We have been known to nepotize, but generally speaking, we tend to have to earn our job and consistently prove why we are where we are as far as our positions are concerned. So every so often they're doing the tree shaking ceremonies, and we've developed a very firm grip. So not so much. You're not gonna see. Well, I'm not gonna say what you're not going, but you haven't been seeing so much of us being affected by the DEI cancellations as you have the surprised folks who didn't know that everybody who isn't a white man is diversity and inclusion hire. So ultimately, that's what that is. I was talking to somebody over the week during the week about Trump. They are very upset that Trump pardoned the January 6th rioters, and I'm not particularly sure why they would be upset by such, especially considering that they're a black person. The idea that those people were very, very much upset with the direction that they saw their country going in. They were upset at their representatives. They were upset at the lack of services and help that they were getting from their government. They were upset at the over zealous amount of uh, effort put into our military above everything else. They were upset about the lack of health care, lack of proper education systems. They were upset about Pizzagate. They were upset about the possibility that some of our politicians and high-ranking officials are perverts. They were upset about Hillary Clinton's emails. They were upset about a great deal of many things. You had Edward Snowden and some mysterious individual known as Q, or known only as Q, dumping mass amounts of classified documents online, on the dark web, on 4chan, 8chan, when they ran out of space on 4chan. You had hacker collectives springing up left and right. You had hacker collectives joining up with the document droppers and forming a group called QAnon. QAnon believed that our elected officials and some of our other quote unquote elite individuals were practicing Satanism and child trafficking and adult sex trafficking and drug trafficking, gun trafficking, arms trafficking. Because once you get bigger than certain guns, then it becomes arms. It's no longer guns. It's arms after that. When you start talking about missiles and rocket launchers and shit like that, not just bump stops. I'm talking about like clack on your ass. So, yeah, there was a lot of tension. There were riots going on all over the planet. And I think that part of the desire to penalize those people came from wanting or not wanting to see it repeating itself over and over again. So you had the largest investigation in history to find all these people, from photos and videos and videos taken by innocent bystanders that had nothing to do with nothing, and they posted it online, and the FBI got a hold of all of the photos, sat down and listened to audio and watched video for thousands and thousands of hours, and then reverse look up doxed these people and found out who everybody was, locked their asses up, and was giving people life sentences and the whole 9 yards. And the idea that Trump came in and pardoned everybody has some people up in arms. But I personally am not. one of those somebodies. No, and again, I am not a Trump supporter. I did not vote for him, but he just keeps doing and saying stuff that makes sense to me, and I can't get past that. I can't ignore that. I can't pretend that that's not a thing. So we all of us are upset at our current governmental setup, the bureaucracy, the red tape, the bullshit, the constant putting out but getting nothing in return. That's what caused the Revolutionary War. Um, Taxation without representation. That's what started the Boston Tea Party. So basically, everybody involved with the Boston Tea Party was traitors against England, correct? Oh, okay. So, had that Boston Tea Party taken place on January 6th, all of those people would have been found and locked up. And you see where I'm going? Okay. So, we have to be careful when we villainize people who are, because we are being told to villainize these people, not necessarily because they did anything particularly wrong. Sure, they might have got a little carried away chasing Nancy Pelosi and them around the Capitol building. They got excited, you know. But again, this country was built on dissension, and no real progress is made without fighting for it, ultimately. Um, I think that's why African Americans catch so much hell still in this country, is because our emancipation was written into existence. It was given to us. There was no, I'm not going to say we didn't fight for it. They don't like to talk about all the fighting that was done for it, but we definitely fought for it. But in the sense of a revolutionary war type situation, or a massive rebellion, where we was just like, no, we're not going to accept the bullshit no more, and we want what we want now, liberty or death, type thing. We didn't go that route. We pretty much begged for our emancipation and whatever rights that we was given, and cried and complained when we didn't get what we felt we were supposed to get, not what we were deserving of. Because if it was about deserving of, I don't think we would have begged. Um, because I'm not begging for something that's mine, that fundamentally belongs to me, that's supposed to be an inalienable right. So now we're back. We keep coming back around to, excuse me, we keep coming back around to the 14th Amendment in the argument of whether or not African Americans are citizens or not. Now, the Fourth Amendment solved that question unequivocally, actually. And it says that if you were born here in America, which generations of people, of African Americans up at that particular time, had been already here prior to the 14th Amendment being ratified. They were already here, so it counted them and their descendants. So further born on. Now, him removing birthright citizenship is another thing that would appear to only affect certain people, but it actually affects everybody born post that moment. You understand? So from then on, they can say, in order to be a citizen, you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And one of those things will probably be serve in the military. There are a few countries that, in order to become a citizen, in order to solidify your citizenship, once you turn a certain age, 9 times out of 10, it's 18 to 21, you have to serve a pre-described amount of years, months, or time in the military, and then do the reserves, go into the reserve, like being in the reserves after that, so that they always have countries like Singapore and Israel have, like I said, this idea that in order to be a citizen, you have to earn your citizenship. I don't necessarily disagree with earning your citizenship, but the idea that they would remove citizenship from millions of people who already have it based off of a technicality. So now once they did that, now when your children are born, the next generation is born, they are not automatically citizens according to Trump's policy. They would not be citizens. They would have to then obtain their citizenship. It would not be automatic just because you're born here, your kids were born here, that those kids would be automatic citizens. That would affect anybody and everybody. So once again, you have people voting for something just because they believe it's them over there that'll be affected when it's everybody, it's us. There is no them when you consider we're all human beings on this planet in a bubble together. And it's a big bubble. We got plenty of space to move around, but it's still a bubble that we all exist in together, and we all have 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and ears. Presumably, I don't want to be ableists. I don't want to have the ADA after me or nothing like that. But yeah, I'm fighting. Every kind of germ in the world was running around. I was on the train. Somebody was hacking their lungs off. I'm like, oh, stay away from me, please. But yeah, yeah, ciao. So when they went to look in your homegirl's emails, they found some disturbing stuff. They found correspondence between her and known convicted perverts. They found her wanting to have spirit cooking sessions with Maria Abramovich. They go on and look her up. That should be fun for you. They had her sacrificing chickens to Moloch in her backyard. And all my children of the Most High know who that is and why we're not supposed to be affiliated with such fuckery. But I've been saying it shouldn't really be complicated. Anybody who worships somebody or worships something that a form of the worship is to sacrifice your children to it, a burnt offering at that. I don't understand why. I'm constantly curious and concerned to know why people are so anti-Jesus. Like the man was doing something so horrible, and yet they follow people, flawed folks, every single day, and then are completely surprised to find out that these people aren't what they said they were. It seems like to me, as soon as I start getting overly excited about a human being, like, oh, this person is so wonderful, I always manage to find out some horrible shit about them. Like, never felt. So nobody is perfect. Nobody is worth worship, which unfortunately is what's going on these days. There's a lot of celebrity worship. There's a lot of projected vanity. There's a lot of crazy going on. So, but in the middle of all of that, MTA is hiring. So yeah, but they are hiring no experience necessary jobs. Hi, Tara Vocals by Jamel Jones. How are you? Yeah, MTA is hiring. They're hiring no experience necessary jobs. That would also make the people who defended their peoples on August 5th, the brothers down in Alabama, based on the lumping all folks into a category, regardless of whether or not they deserve it or not. Hi, Brown 1144. Nice, thank you for tuning in. That will make everybody criminals. The idea that we elected a felon should make some people happy. I mean, they try to cut felons out of everything else. At least you know you can still be president. And I don't mean that to be funny towards the fellas, but I mean, they really like make it seem like you are the scum of the earth, the most horrible individuals ever known to mankind, incorrigible, unredeemable, regardless of what your felony might be for. And they have some inglorious, some real simple, nonsensical things that you can do that can get you a felony. It's not hard to get a felony. And if you were in New York anywhere from the 70s to the 2010s, at least, chances are you got ran down on and thrown in a paddy wagon for absolutely no reason at least once. So the idea that there are black people penalizing somebody for being a felon, to me, is just, really? You really? I don't know. Calling them people criminals when they were, I'm not going to say they were enacting their constitutional rights, but protest is a big part of what it is to be an American. I hate to say it. Like I said, this country was built off of dissension. We decided whoever decided they didn't want to constantly keep paying taxes and not be properly represented in Parliament. At the time it was Parliament. And then they said, you know what, we can do this better ourselves. They came up with their own constitution, the Bill of Rights, the bunch of other documents. My lack of civics is showing. There's a whole lot of civics lessons being taught this week. Since January 20th, the whole country has gotten a crash course in civics. Not ethics, just civics. And I find it very funny. I'm sorry. The MTA says that congestion pricing is not going to be enough to fill the deficit. Meanwhile, Trump is threatening to end congestion pricing, which would endear him to another couple of million people, especially them folks over there in Jersey. What? They still mad, I'm telling you right now. They like, we're going to congest y'all ass. And I'm like, y'all already congest us with that janky ass damn turnpike. And the Garden State, for that matter. Anywho, I'm running late on my first video break, so we're going to do that. We're going to come back momentarily with the rest of the show.
From the South Side.
Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts. My story is one of courage, facing fear, introducing ideas, concepts a lot of cats don't want to hear. I say this verse for the faithful few, and so you understand me clear. I never made a bragging record in my life, but I feel compelled to share the fact that I feel I rap better than y'all. That's neither here nor there. Just know that I'm telling the truth every time that I'm in the booth, providing a burden of proof. Every every time I testify how gangster is that. Tap, tap like Gregory Hines on the track. Double tap, blowing your mind like a cat with a strap. All over the place like cumulus clouds out of nowhere. Focused on you between your eyes as you stare at a creation of God, but you don't care, really. I look at the scenario in reverse, like I'm parking a whip, but don't trip that I have a different opinion that won't fit or match your definition. Fear is not my position, like I said at the top, but he's besties with sucker MCs who want to believe the opposite. But how gangster is staying true, how gangster is believing in you, how gangster is catching the flu. Lyrically sick for so many years, you forget certain eras where pretenders became kings, puppets who had strings that think that they're Death Stars. But what's a Death Star to an X-Wing? Death Star meaning the soul of an artist suppressed for the sake of success. X-Wing torpedo is a lyrical dart. X-Wing is the underground and the torpedo's the art. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts. My motives have been clear from the start. Would often lose my way whenever things got dark. I became comfortable in the shadow. A closed fist receives no blessing. A closed fist can either punch or paddle. But this boat remains deep in Manure Creek. I chose to speak. Prayer was deep. I levitated out of the boat. Moved to south side to challenge some of the goats, so I could be one of the goats, if not the goat. But it so happened to be authenticity is not a prerequisite for a meal. Being real will not guarantee you a deal. So how gangster is sticking with it? How gangster is staying committed? How gangster is knowing your team since 14 and never omitted ugly parts of the story in any verse I ever submitted? How gangster is family first, and how much is your loyalty worth? I'm speaking on the culture here, barking on the vultures here, while staying 10 toes to the earth. So in the spirit of Frank White, I'ma play the back, weapon in hand, way in the back of this New York taxi, right in the back seat, M-O-E-T, peace.
Go, just go, just go. Oh.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
But when you hang out with your girls, you don't let me know. Not trying to say your ass is fast, but you might be, yo. Telling me it's a hard task, but you ask for dough. Whoa, not happen, you love me, my stop capping. You want me to stop rapping, support me is what you lacking. You're hating, I'm not jacking. You playing, I'm all facts when I tell you to get your shit, my split, and get the packing, cuz.
You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
I don't understand why this girl be trying to play me. This love shit is kinda scary, cause it kinda drive me crazy. All I do is try to love you, but you mentally betray me. Raised a boy into a man and he wasn't even my baby. Shit, you want some sneak shit, you take my kindness for weakness. Because my pocket's the deepest, you was lying to me with sweetness. But your sour love got me smoking sour bud, and I want you out in the hour. Bitch, relationship is a dub.
You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
just wish that life could be different. Things we've been through ain't an easy thing. No, 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 no. Homeless, poor, racist, war, prejudged humans rotten to the core. So sad. Open your eyes, don't be blind. We're in the need of change. Let's heal the world. When the smoke clears, love will win the race. Oh, when the smoke clears, we'll see a new face. When the smoke clears, alright, 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 alright. Our nation must fight. Let's make the world a better place for you and I. Everybody got different views, but it's a respect thing in the end. Oh, endless murder, sickness, dying. Let's come together, reunited. Let's heal the world. When the smoke clears, love will win the race. It will. Oh, when the smoke clears, we'll see a new face. When the smoke clears, we breathe the same. We the human race, and we're fighting our own battle. It's a struggle. Time for us to come together. Let's begin to listen. Push forward. When the smoke clears, are you ready? Can you hear me? Are you ready? When the smoke clears, when the smoke clears, when the smoke clears, let's make a change. Let's make a change. When the smoke can you hear me? When the smoke
It's the still winning for me. The smell of new money when you sit in my V. Act shorty with the good J.O. We like to lay low. Dinner at Jersey City, lobster and baked potato. I made it to this moment, no lie, I had to pray though. Them project nights, ducking nines and tray 8-0s. 1159 staircase with chinky eyes, so cracked and got drippy. Find nothing when they frisk me, never let the girls play me. Diss you before you diss me, drop 30 at the turf. Handle the ball like Bibby. Them E&J nights stood out to daylight, then slept my day away like if I wasn't raised right. Had to wake up, it's your turn, youngin'. Get your cake up, we from Eden War, home of the brave, nobody break us.
Don't worry about what people say. Won't be, that's just how we were made. Aim for the stars, the world to stay. Shine, baby, it's your world. Champions only. Champions only.
I made juice fresh out of lemons, visions out of prisons. They still kinda blinded on the ways I've been gifted. Eden War birthed me, fist fights and free lunch. My neighbors couldn't see much, I was a star that was hidden. I skipped past boy, just a man with a mission. I was trying to be the new town, ended up in C-Town. Trouble I confused as fun, but I can see now all my legends with the jail, so I was trying to get my numbers up. Oldest of 11, still felt like an only son, but kept us going hard, ballin', reppin' housing. Rico gave us softball, some made the franchise. Al gave me football, the skies was the limit. Future means dreaming, no matter what the odds say. See it when you can't hear it, smell it when you can't taste it, feel it on the inside. Boot it to your main drive, let it green is here, now it's good on the other side.
Don't worry about what people say. Won't be, that's just how we remain. Aim for the stars, the world's a stage. Shine, baby, it's the world. Champions only. Champions only.
Fitted caps to fedoras, flight jackets from Blazers, Farrah garments from Jordans. I'm no longer the poorest, I'm Bobby Portis. I always play hard, fuck with the scorers. Some got it fast, had it before us, they had it shortest. Kept pace caught up, I'm with the victors when they sought us. We the hare and the tortoise, yet when it's all determined by how I'm viewed by my daughters. I learn to laugh at the scoffers, curb your thirst, know your worth. You gotta decline some offers, we flourish when others falter. We eat and war bread to conquer, foundation, honor, loyal leaders. For fam, I run up on ya, I'd rather be chasing commas. Promise nothing's beyond us, I tell my youngest to promise. Now watch as this music bonus, a new day's upon us. No time for division, north side, south side, I'm talking to every building.
Don't worry about what people say. Won't be, that's just how we remain. Aim for the stars, the world's a stage. Shine, baby, it's the world. Champions only. Champions only.
No, you gotta rock with us. Either war, north, south, it's a problem. This is just the first time we doing this. But imagine, back to back, so much fire on their ass. Hey, keeper, it's a Betty Green Entertainment situation thing. Horseshoe, we here. Yeah, shout out to Blizzo, making this happen.
Here, y'all. Contact somebody to come out to my show. This is what the fuck they say to me. Why would you even?
I don't
This
like
is
that.
yeah, like this is exactly why I hate giving my energy to the wrong people. Like we need somewhere to just make our energy go.
Nah, we're,
So y'all ready to go?
yeah, we are.
Let's just go.
Really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the move. No consequence. Really gonna press that pedal. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the move. Oh, it's easy to cut through a path straight to a lane that feeds me. Oh, it's easy. So you better believe 'em when they say they ain't see me. It's all in the way that the public perceive me. Oh, yes, I got handles, but can they handle it? Shifting my direction. They do anything for a mention. Policy, but it for my protection. I got control, yeah. Whenever the good, gon' see how the cookie crumble, cause you know it don't. Really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting shifting,
Yes, yes, yes. This is the Lola Shae Show. I am Lola Shae, and we are on IAXISRADIO.com. I want to thank you guys for tuning in for the second half of tonight's show. Let's see. So our music videos tonight was Moet, Thoughts of a Gangster. Worldoramas Go Baby. Janelle Jones is When the Smoke Clears. Champions Only, and Bianca is Shifting. So if you like to submit your videos for showing on the show, please feel free to submit all your videos to IAXISRADIO.com or IAXISRadio@gmail.com or at the Lola Shae Show on IG or Lola Shae Show at gmail.com. Thank you. So we just had the Super Bowl. Everybody was very excited about it. I missed the whole damn thing altogether, interestingly enough. I did get a chance to check out, hey Tyrone, I see you. I did get a chance to check out Kendrick's performance. It wasn't Michael Jackson. It wasn't Prince. I mean, those were some performances for your ass. Like, it was first of all, it was only 13 minutes. I don't know if I ever noticed how long it was before, but it was 13 minutes. A lot of hoopla for 13 minutes. Wayne's in his feelings. He's releasing an album. We've been waiting for the next Carter album forever. But I guess him getting what he feels was snubbed for the Super Bowl in his hometown, where it motivated him to drop another album. Let's see whether or not he, has some words for Kendrick or not. I like battle rap, so that's it works for me. But that's not that is a part from the beginning, from its inception. Battling has been a very important part of what is considered hip hop. It's not for everybody. Everybody isn't a battle rapper. Everybody can't be a battle rapper. But yeah. So anywho, we got snow in Florida. I had to call my homie to make sure they was okay down there. They said it was, well, where she's at, she's in Tampa. Shout out to Nina and Hectavius, the great. Yeah, they're down in Tampa, and they said it was like a dusting. It was like a little misty, a little dust of, little crop dusting of snow, like a little thin layer. And then basically when you walk in it, you see the grass under your feet, and by about 1 o'clock, it's all melted away. So, but then there's some people who, they called out from work because they don't know how to drive in the ice and the slush, which is smart for them because they're not used to that kind of weather. Temperatures down there reach 17 degrees. Somebody called me and told me, you know, it is 17 degrees. Yeah. Y'all can get ready for more weird weather. We've all been having weird weather. We don't get little small storms anymore. We get storms that basically cover massive amounts of areas. I don't know. Just pack a bag for any for all possibilities. So four seasons. For you never know, you might get some snow in places that you haven't. We had flooding in Dubai. We had love you guys, love you too, Tara. Yeah, they got flooding in Dubai. They've got flooding in Chow. I am itchy, don't mind me. Good evening to you too, Tammy. How are you? Good evening, Evie. How are you? Love to see all you guys in the chat. It's awesome. Love you and miss you and appreciate you. Yes, IGBX Animal. Shout out to you. Shout out to Sam T. Jar. Sam T. Jar? Okay. If I don't get it right, you know, get in the chat and text how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Appreciate you. Well, anyway, thank you for that. Thank you. Eggs are $15 damn. Yep. I went in the supermarket and eggs are $15 for the dozen and a half. They're like $10 for a dozen. They're like $25 for the 3 dozen, I think it was. And that means that, I don't know, I haven't been to BJ's in a minute. I'll be going this week, so I'll let you guys know what the eggs are looking like wholesale, quote unquote, wholesale retail, which is what I call BJ's. If you want real wholesale, you go down there and get you a Jetco card. Go online and fill out you an an EIN number. Especially if you had a household. Your household is a corporation. You run your household like a corporation, and your expenses are tax deductible, just like a corporation. I'm not going to say go as far as to file for LLC, because then that gives you tax obligations, which you might not be prepared for. But you can file for a free EIN number, and that will give you access to places like Jetco. I hope I'm saying that right. I've been shopping there for so long, I still don't know how to say it. They do not take EBT, unfortunately, for a lot of people, because it would be dope as hell if they did. But their prices are wholesale, not wholesale retail. And the difference between that is wholesale retail is got a markup on it from wholesale, so that retailer can make some profit. Whereas wholesale is wholesale. That's the bottom cheapest price that you're gonna get it for. You have to buy it in bulk though. So I don't think you're gonna go in there and buy anything. One case, yes. One single item, not a chance. But yeah, anything to try to smooth out the bull that we're all experiencing. Everybody's experiencing sticker shock in these stores. Trump told y'all he can't do a damn thing about inflation, or the grocery prices, or pretty much anything else that's relevant to what we need. Ultimately. So yeah. Back to my DEI rant. So the most educated people in the world, country-wise, is Nigerians. The most educated people right after that is black women. So don't worry, and don't let people make you worry about your job security. Nobody has job security. So if they're making you feel a way like, oh, you might not have your job tomorrow, nobody might have their job tomorrow the way it's going. Or you're not going to have no money. The money is not going to be worth a nary nickel in a minute. So don't worry about that either. Like, just figure out how to sustain yourself as best you can. We're in the city, so it's hard to say, grow your chickens. Grow your food, your vegetables. try to self-create as much as possible, like get back to learning skills, vocations, sewing, painting, carpentry, electrician, plumbing, mechanic, auto mechanic. Who am I missing? All of the trades, stuff where you do stuff when you using your mind and your hands and your own ingenuity. Those are gonna be the jobs that pull you through. It's not gonna matter what degree you have. It's not gonna matter how much money. I mean, y'all don't really think that it's suspicious as hell that they're basically giving away the stock secrets, and anybody can have this thing that used to be restricted to just a few people, and they're giving it to everybody now. And that's because it's not worth what it used to be worth, and it'll be worth less in the future. If they're letting you have it, it's because it's not worth a damn thing, okay? So if you're concentrating your time and energy in stacking money that's gonna be worthless, good luck. That's all I can say. Ask the people in Greece how that worked out. Money was literally blowing in the air. Same thing in Venezuela. These countries' currencies were decimated, and they went from being able to buy stuff to a whole cartload of freaking dollar bills just to get a loaf of bread. So that is unfortunately the direction. Without some kind of intervention, that's the direction that we're heading in. So I need for us to be prepared. The people are complaining that black women is not involving ourselves in the marching, in the protesting, in the complaining, and we done said to get somebody else to do it. We keep the same energy, ladies, okay? Because they just want you for your body. They want your body in the room so they can count you as amongst them. And then when it comes time for the benefits that come with being amongst them, they forget all about your ass. And we have seen it over and over and over again. And we're tired. We're absolutely tired of it. So yeah, we sitting the next see us around 2029-ish. We're going to drink water and mind our business. And by mind our business, I mean developing some businesses, supporting black businesses, appropriating other businesses and making them black businesses. Don't sell Grandma's house. Don't sell Pop's businesses. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Black Wall Street everywhere. And I have to say something about Black Wall Street because it's very important. They did not bomb Black Wall Street because it was an eyesore or it was a slum. It was a ghetto. It was any of the things that make a place bad, because it wasn't. It was a beautiful place, a vibrant community, a living, breathing community, a functioning community. And it was functioning to such a degree where we were helping them with their stuff. They were coming to us for loans. They were coming to us for help with their crops and their planting, their harvesting, all of the stuff that they were doing. They were coming to us for those things. So this idea that black owned is somehow less than it's a lie. And it's meant to make you feel less than what you're supposed to feel. They have so many things in place for years, practiced to the point of perfection on how to make you feel less than a human, which at the very baseline we all are. Anyway, just some people would debate. Some of y'all ain't human. But I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that for the professionals. Okay, so Democrats want everybody to know that nobody voted for Elon's ass. They was up there having a fit. They had a whole, you had Maxine Waters talking about nobody voted for Elon's ass. Get his ass out of there. I never heard so much cussing in my life from old people. You know what I said? Now, on the other hand, nobody didn't vote for Elon. And I don't know who the fuck told him that he was going to get up there and run his mouth and that shit was going to work out and they wasn't going to flip on him. I knew they was going to flip on him as soon as he started Heil Hitlering, okay? And that's exactly what that was. You can call it what you want. Oh, it was a damn Nazi salute from a damn neo-Nazi. So, I mean, let's not, how can you not see neo-Nazism in apartheid? How can you not see neo-Nazism in Israel's shenanigans? How can you not see neo-Nazism? So you let them, oh, you being anti-Semitic, you into not believing in it's neo-Nazism if you want to. That's your business. And neo means new. It doesn't mean that guy with the lumpy head singing the love songs and the fucked up personal life. It doesn't mean him. We're not talking about him. New Nazis. Okay, they got new Nazis. New and improved. They done upgraded. They are better than they ever was. Trust me when I tell you. Better at being bad, mind you. Okay, so not better because they, suddenly became humanitarians. No, they're still eugenicists. And they believe that they are the master race and that all the benefits should be for them, no benefits for you. And if you realize that, you'll start to understand where all of our insanity is coming from currently. The Justice Department is going to drop its corruption case against Mayor Adams. I know Mayor Adams is really happy about that. But the damage is done. So the damage is done. Everybody thinks he was taking bribes. They think he was committing fuckeries and bullshit and taking people money and campaign finance fraud and all kinds of shit they was trying to say he was doing. And they advertised it ad nauseum. So now that's what people think. And that's when people think of him, that's what they're going to think of, which I personally believe is the plan anyway. The plan is to put the asterisk besides all popular black people's names, some kind of an asterisk. But, he kinda, do you know that he was, like that. Like R. Kelly was a great musician and a great artist, a wonderful producer, a wonderful singer, a wonderful songwriter, but the asterisk. So, yeah. Trump's back to work order, pretty much. I'm going to close out the show with this. And then right after this, we're going to go into our last little bit of music videos. And that'll be it for the night. Now, Trump is, I'm not losing any sleep worrying about this shit. The first and foremost. I'm not. I refuse to. I laugh about it. That's my defense mechanism. Some say laugh to keep from crying, but I say laugh to keep from punching people in the face. But that's just me. Sometimes violent. Okay. I don't know if that's what I want to talk about or not. So, perception and perspective and vantage points are important. And the way you remember things, the way you remember things may not be the way that other people remember things. Memories don't live like people do. Them always remember you. Be it things are good or bad, they be the memories that you have. Right? Right. So I say that because somebody said to me, I went down south recently to visit family. I hadn't been down there. I have a lot of very uncomfortable memories. I'm growing up there. I have very, very fond memories, very happy memories as well. Now hold on. But I have some very uncomfortable memories down there. from some very uncomfortable memory creating ass people. Okay. And I ran into a few of them. Right? So, whenever I'm in an uncomfortable situation, what I consider to be an uncomfortable situation, I tend to get kind of quiet. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just sit there and listen to what everybody else is talking about. So I got told, though, that when I was younger, that I was always fighting and that I was mean as hell. And I sat there and I was like, how come I don't quite remember it that way? You know what I mean? It's like I could be always fighting because y'all was always fucking with me. Maybe that's why I was always fighting, you think? But it just made me think about the way I remember things and the way other people remember things. And it may not be necessarily the same way, So, I just had to, just throw that in the ethers. It's a working process mentally. It'll come back and I'll finish what my thought was. But anyway, Trump's back to work order further shows that he has not been thinking all of these orders out. So he made executive orders that makes all of the federal workers come back to work. All of the federal workers come back to work. Now, let me make a note that at no time in the history of ever have all the federal workers been at work at the same time. That is just not how it works. You understand? So some people are in Washington for a certain amount of months. Some people come to Washington for the season, which is the legislative season from opening to when they go out for recess. Some people move to Washington to be in closer proximity to where all of the stuff is that's going on, right? But he told all of the federal workers that they have to come into work or lose their jobs, or if they don't feel like coming into work, they can get a buyout where they'll buy out the rest of the money that they're supposed to be getting paid, I'm assuming, and like a severance package for them to go on about their business. So now they said, okay, all of the people came to work. They said, oh, no. I like my government job. Thank you very goddamn much. And they all came to work. Problem is, it was never, ever set up for all of them to be to work at the same time. So, for example, down in Washington, D.C., they snaggled and tied up traffic for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours this morning because thousands of people, 17,000 people came to a job that only had space for 4,000 people. So you understand what I'm saying? So they only ever have 7,000 people on the base at any particular given time, right? For whatever reason. They rotate them. They have them coming in once a week. Some people come in once every 6 months. Some people don't come in at all. Okay, but they only have like desk, cubicle, cubby, office spaces for 4,000 to 7,000 people. Meanwhile, 27,000 people showed up for work. No room for all of these people. No parking for all of these people. No cubby space for all of these people. No, and they tied up the highways, byways, and lowways. Because some of them ain't highways at all. They low. So, I mean, obviously, he ain't been thinking this shit all the way through. Okay? Obviously. Somebody need to, I don't know. They so busy trying to, what we're going through is a freaking hostile takeover of our government. Right in our face, mind you. Okay? That's what we're going through. And they're so busy with that, they don't really care about the details. They don't really care about who's affected, the collateral damage, none of that stuff, okay? They want chaos so that they can say that the Constitution is no good, the current See, why didn't his advisors properly? That would be too much like them doing their job, first of all. That would be too much like them doing this job. And if you look at the crop of people that he got advising him this go around, most of them are just his cronies and homies and people that he does business with. That does not necessarily mean that they're qualified to do any advising whatsoever. He's basically stacking the deck in his favor. He's putting the people who he know is going to do what he says to do. They're going to toe the line when he says whatever he says that needs to happen. He doesn't really care about the collateral damage, like I said. Remember, he said that he's going to be the last. See, what we're not going to do is we're not going to hear what this man says and then pretend that we didn't hear him, that he didn't say that, and we're going to act like we're surprised when this stuff starts happening. So he said he's going to be the last president. And he meant that shit. All right. So he's getting his Agenda 2025. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's the agenda where you say you're gonna get rid of the Board of Education, like you say you're going to do. Where you say you're going to get rid of DEI, like you say you're going to do when you he wants to dismantle FEMA, which I don't like FEMA anyway. Okay, FEMA's got way too much power and they do way too little, as far as I'm concerned. And anytime that it's written in as a law that FEMA can come in and confiscate your water and your food and your fresh vegetables, in anytime they feel like it, that's what made me raise my eyebrows. FEMA and Katrina did absolutely nothing. FEMA in Haiti did absolutely nothing. FEMA in Florida, oh, they did some things because it's Florida, and they want to look good for the constituents. Those people, those retirees down there have a lot of power, a lot of connections. They know a lot of people. Just because they moved down there to Florida, don't mean that that's where they're originally from and where their power centers are. You know, that's just where they retired for the weather. Well, it was beautiful. It's snowing nowadays, so you don't even know. Anywho's it's been a just crazy show, but it's been a crazy week, so it worked out. I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Lola Shae Show. I am Lola Shae. Hey! I'm still working that out because, I don't know, I might change it. You never know. But I like it, and then I don't like it. And that's the same, that's with pretty much everything these days. Today I like it, tomorrow I'm like, not so much. Anyway, so I think we have a couple more videos, and then we're going to cut out. You're not going to see me no more tonight, but you will see me next week if you tune in. Thank you very much.
I wanna go with you anywhere, up to the moon and the stars. I just wanna go up. Baby, take me for a ride on your magic carpet. 747 glide through the clouds, baby, be my pilot. Hot air balloon, you're making me swoon, baby, that's what you do. You see all the mother fellas, they be trying, but they don't come through. Kind, patient, understanding. You give your kisses, hugging, squeezing. So I'm betting my cards on you. Keep doing what you do. shit just like I like her. You're giving me good vibes, what's running through my mind. Every day I've been waiting for a lover like this to come through. Take me up somewhere my mind can't explain. Wanna feel it rushing like heroin through my veins. So I'm betting my cards on you. Keep doing what you do. I can't wait to see how the story ends. You make me go
sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. Ooh, for some ungodly reason, just won't let it die. No, I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye.
Oh, I keep wondering what I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering the same thing too. Ooh, so we go on together, living a lie. 'Cause neither one of us wanna be the first to say goodbye.
Every time I find the nerve, every time I find the nerve to say I'm leaving,
So we just go on, go on hurting and pretending.
And convincing ourselves to give it just one more try.
Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say.
Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Oh, neither one of us wants to be the first to say.
Farewell, my love. Goodbye. Oh.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the Lola Shae Show.